Hello, this small video presentation is for the multinational corporations coming to Brazil and opening office in Sao Paulo or across Brazil, selecting SAP Business One as their corporate ERP application in the country.
Well, I have here SAP in English. This version is 8.81, patch level 10. Okay. And here I have one of the possible add-ons that we can use in Brazil. Unfortunately, it's in Portuguese. This add-on is for electronic files that we have to send to the government. In Brazil, we call this SPED, S-P-E-D.
SPED, okay.
Yeah. And currently in Brazil, we have two types of SPED, two types of SPED. One type is an accounting SPED. In this SPED, we have to send all the GL transactions, GL balances. So it's related to the accounting model. And the other one is a fiscal SPED. In the fiscal SPED, we have to send a lot of information. AP invoices, AR invoices, items, customers, many information. Okay. So these two are the main obligations now that we have to send to the government. There is another one called SPED also, but for another type of tax, which is PIS and COFINS. I'm not sure if you heard about this type of tax, PIS and COFINS. It's another type of SPED. Basically, all these obligations, we have to send a layout to the government in a specific format. The difference is only the layout type, the source where we have to pick the information, and that's all. Okay?
Mm-hmm. Let me ask you though, before you go, what is the reason to send actually GL transactions to the government? I understand invoices and AP invoices, but what is the reason for
well, because the government can know online how is your balance sheet, how is your profit and loss. He can know online how is the situation of the company, the financial situation of the company.
Okay, so they want to know the P&L and balance, how it is right now with the company, right?
Oh. Yeah, balance sheet and trial balance.
Okay.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Well, so this is electronic files that we have to send to the government. Let me try to explain a little bit about localization. It's not an easy job to talk about localization because we have many cases, many rules, many exceptions. But I will try to give you a brief view of how it works in SAP. Okay?
Okay.
Well, basically, I will show you how it works in the AR invoice or AP invoice. Okay?
Okay.
Let me open here the screen. Okay. Okay. Well, we have in SAP a function called tax determination. What is this function, tax determination? It's how Business One find out the right tax code to the AR invoice or to the AP invoice. So let me show you first how a user input an invoice in SAP. We have to choose the customer. Okay, I choose the customer here. Then I choose the item. Okay. I have quantity, price. But with the customer and the item, is not enough to find out which tax code will be determined. If you see the tax code field here, it's empty now. So how the system will find out the right tax code for this operation? It depends on a third information called usage. It's like operation type. So the idea here is, what is this operation type? Is a sale to a consumer? It's a sale to a resale company? I'm sending material to demonstration? I'm sending material to benefiting? And let me see other cases. Okay, it's a tax complementary invoice. So depending on the type of the operation, which in SAP is called usage, the system will determine the tax code. So for example, I will feel here that this invoice is for consumer. When I put consumer here, as you can see, the system filled the right tax code and also the right CFOP. Do you know what is CFOP in Brazil?
No, you probably should tell me. CFOP.
Yeah, CFOP is related to the operation type. It's a fiscal code with a link with the type of the operation type. We have a big table of CFOP.
Okay.
And basically, when the CFOP starts with 5, it means that the sale is inside the state. When a CFOP starts with 6, it means that the sale is outside the state. And then when the CFOP starts with 7, it means that the sale is outside the country. It's like exportation. So we have CFOP starting with 5, 6, and 7 for sale. And for purchasing, we have CFOP starting with 1, 2, and 3. 1 is inside the state, 2 is outside the state, and 3 is outside the country. Okay, and as you can see, it's a big table. For example, we have more than 500 types of CFOP. Okay?
Just before you go, this tax code and CFOP, is it done by SAP directly, or it is this like a electronic filing portion?
No, the tax code, we have to build all the combinations. For example, this tax code here, it's a combination between IPI and ICMS. 7% of IPI and 18% of ICMS. So we have to create all the combinations. In some implementations, Andrew, we have hundreds of tax codes or even thousands of tax codes, depending on the implementation. Because I have to combine the number of tax rates from IPI versus the number of tax rates for ICMS. Normally, ICMS, we have 3 tax rates, 7, 12, and 18. Only 3. API, sometimes we have 5, 10 different tax rates. So if you multiply 10 plus 3, you have many types of many combinations here. So we have to build this tax code during the implementation. How we do in our implementations? we send a spreadsheet to the customer. The customer fill the spreadsheet with all tax cases that they have, and based on their tax cases, we start to build the configuration. So as I told you, here in Brazil, sometimes we took 3 weeks or even 4 weeks just creating all the tax configuration, because it's a manual job. Unfortunately, we can't use the DTW to import from Excel to SAP. For taxes, it doesn't work here in Brazil. So it's a manual job that you have to do.